Get inside, get what we need.
And this is this week's Closet Classic. Greetings, fine viewers, and welcome to the second installment of our Summer 2016 Speak of the Devils programs, brought to you by Donald Trump's Hairspray. Make your hair great again. We hope you've been enjoying whatever your version of summer frolic is, as well as staying cool in the sweltering heat and, most importantly, adhering to the water ban. To find out when you can't use water, click the link below. For those students out there, the fun in the sun is winding down and will soon come to a grinding halt with the start of school. Tragic. Fear not, we've plenty of fun stuff for you here on Speak of the Devils. We go up against another bunch of summer movie blockbusters while taking a look at a cool Batman video game and the Netflix original Stranger Things, which some are calling the best entertainment offering of the summer. And all that in our Summer Movie Smackdown later in the show. We'll check out a music video produced by our own James Hurley, take a look at the Rotary Club of Burlington's Special Olympics softball team, and the thrilling conclusion to the back-to-school bounty hunter. Oh boy, I can't wait! Let's start things off by inviting our special guest to the festivities. This is Brandy Sales, a videographer and video marketing expert, whose professional career stretches back to the early days of BCAT. Brandy, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
So how did you start film and video?
Well, I was in middle school, and pretty much my sister was in college at the time. She came home with a camera. She was at Indiana University. She was a dance major and communications major, and she brought home a camera for the summer. I got hooked. I thought that was awesome, and I grew up right here in Burlington, so I just got really excited, and BCAT was offering a summer program, much like this one, at the time through the recreation department. So I signed up. I caught on really quickly. I was directing and editing after 1 week, and the rest is pretty much history. Pretty much just lived here after that.
That's a lot of fun. BCAT's a great place to learn so much stuff. So tell us more about what you did at first here at BCAT.
Sure. So after I got involved here and learned how to use the camera, learned how to direct, and learn how to edit, I started a talk show. It was a teen talk show. It gave teenagers in the town of Burlington a voice. I started it with my mom, and we did it while I was in high school, and we produced 100 shows. We covered everything. We covered fashion. We covered we covered rumors. We covered just anything we could. We did it. It was a lot of fun. And then after that, I went to college, and at the end of my freshman year, I was studying video production. I got a call from BCAT and said, "Hey, would you want to come back here and run the TV studio on weekends?" I was like, "Absolutely, I would," and I did. And what happened was I did that for a couple of years, and then as I knew that I was transitioning out of that, and I was also part of a performing arts group that had started at the time, and I was like, I think it'd be cool to give people in Burlington, or kids in Burlington, the same opportunity that I had when I was 12, because at the time there was nothing like that. So what happened was I decided to start the Video Voyagers program here. I just had a vision, and what I did, I went room to room at Marshall Simons Middle School and begged people to join Video Voyagers. Literally begged people. And I finally got that first group of people to join Video Voyagers, and 16 years later, here it is. It's still here. And I'm really proud of that. I think it's awesome. that it's still around, and I'm glad that kids in Burlington have that opportunity. And it's my way of saying, hey, this is what I did growing up, and now this is what you can do, and you still have a voice here in Burlington.
I actually came from the Video Voyagers program. I moved up into the high school club, and that really is a great program.
Awesome. That makes me happy. It makes me very happy.
So, you said that you had started a show. What's that like?
Sure. So the show is called Time Out, Let's Talk. And it literally was, I was, again, just calling people all the time and asking people all the time, you want to be on the show, you want to be on the show, this is this week's topic. That's kind of what my thing was in high school. I was in band, I was in chorus, I was in drama club, those types of things. But on the side, I was here. I was right here at BCAT all the time. And for me, it was really, like I said, it was an opportunity to give teenagers in Burlington a voice. Because we're always saying, sure, mom, sure, dad, no problem, whatever. And no one's really asking us, well, I'm not a teenager anymore, but no one was asking me at the time what I thought. My mom always was, but a lot of my friends didn't have that opportunity. So for me, it was really an opportunity to give people a chance to talk about whatever they wanted to.
Can you tell us more about your work as a video marketing expert?
Sure. So what happened was 3 years ago, I decided to launch my own business, and really it was spawned from my mom. My mom passed away 4 years ago, and the last thing my mom said to me was do something. When my mom says do something, it's not like go out with your friends and just play. With my mom, do something that you can affect other people in the world. So I said, absolutely. And what do I know how to do? I know how to make videos. And I know how to connect people, and I know how to build relationships. So that's what I did. I created youth programs in the city of Boston. And then from there, I had a team of 6 people teaching youth programs. And then from there, I decided to focus on the video production side of things, and I quickly grew the business that way. As the business kept growing, I started working with different types of clients. And now I'm at the point where I only work with nonprofits. I produce nonprofits. I've won 4 international awards for video production for producing for nonprofits. I'm also a business coach where I teach video professionals who are just starting out how to grow businesses that revolve around video, and I teach them how to make 6-figure businesses. And then I also do my youth program still. I only do 5 youth programs a year, but what happens now is people apply for the programs, and then my team accepts them in. So that's pretty much my business now. It's in 3 areas. I do production for nonprofits, I coach video professionals, and then I do youth programs.
What specifically do you do to help celebritize your clients?
Celebritize. Yeah. So that's a word that I use often, and that's kind of the notion of becoming a celebrity in your community, especially for nonprofits who are doing things to help others. What happens a lot of the times is people just say a lot of things, and people are like, oh yeah, whatever, I'm not going to listen to you. I have a really strategic system for video that helps people become celebrities in their community. So if you're a celebrity, what do you think of? You might think of that people are going to hear what you say. People are going to listen to what you say. You can actually make things happen for other people. And that's what we do through video. We create opportunities for folks who might not be heard or might not be seen. Now they are with video, and they do become celebrities in their community. And that's all that word means. It's just a fun word that I came up with.
Well, I like it. It is a
Thanks.
fun word.
I appreciate that.
What type of clients and business have you done videos for?
In my earlier stages of my business, I literally was working with lots of different clients. But most of my clients were business coaches. And these are folks who have developed some sort of system or some sort of product, and they were selling them, and I was helping them create videos. I've done work with corporations. I've done a lot of work with nonprofits. I think maybe the most noteworthy is I got to work with a nonprofit out of Miami this past May. The cool part was we actually shot with them at the White House. So, you know, no, I would have never thought, you know, when I was 12 years old doing a summer program at BCAT that I'd be shooting at the White House years later. Absolutely not. But that is what happened, and that for me was a very moving experience, and it was a lot of fun to be able to do something like that.
What was it like shooting at the White House?
A lot of security. No, we were actually, interestingly enough, we were there the day that there was an active shooter on the White House grounds. So we were set up and we shot an interview for a different documentary, but we actually didn't get to shoot the event that we were supposed to be shooting because there was an active shooter there. So it was actually scary. But because we were on lockdown at the White House, but at the same time, the experience I'll never forget.
It's a great story to tell.
Right?
So now we're going to go to our summer movie Smackdown with all different movies that have come out during the summer that we've now reviewed. So enjoy.
Welcome back to Summer Movie Smackdown. We just recently saw Star Trek Beyond by Paramount and Bad Robot Studios. I thought like the whole action space scenes were really cool. Like especially the attack ships that Kroll has when they first approached the planet, how they kind of swarmed around like bugs was kind of cool. Yeah. Like I can imagine the CGI and the production took a lot. There wasn't really anything that I could point out necessarily. It was a pretty solid movie all through. It's had some pretty good scenes and a lot of different like avenues that they went down.
I want to mention this part just because it was so cool. Remember the time when they mixed up like the Enterprise and the music, and they just started destroying all the ships?
That was awesome. Using Beastie Boys' Sabotage to destroy the enemy ships.
Just want to give credit for that one. That was amazing.
That was the Franklin, not the Enterprise.
That was the Franklin.
Yeah. So some of the actors, I love who they picked for the actors. Chris Pine as Kirk and Zachary Quinto is Spock. They're pretty much the two that you need to care about the most.
Yeah. And then they had the new actor.
I love Chris Pine.
The new actor, Jailer.
Yeah.
Who was a French actor. I don't really remember her name, but yeah.
Today we'll be reviewing Batman, the Telltale series. It's basically a game for every like station, like PlayStation, Xbox, your computer, everything. You have to control yourself as Batman, and you get to say anything about Batman. I mean, who doesn't really want to play as Batman? I mean, come on. The graphics is exactly like a comic book, which I guess is pretty cool.
Hi, I'm Colby Walter, and this is...
I'm Ethan Russo.
Yep, and we're reviewing Stranger Things, which is a Netflix original. The plot involves a kid who disappears and a cast of characters trying to find out what happened to him.
So what I like about the show is that there's a lot of different things that are going on. There's multiple stories that are happening at the same time. So there's never like one direct answer. You can't always figure out what's going to happen kind of thing. And it eventually does not really wrap up at the end. It kind of keeps you like, oh, where's season 2 kind of thing. So
I liked how it didn't feel like a TV series. It kind of felt like an 8-hour movie that you're watching the whole way through. The only bad part I have to say though, at least for me, is the ending. I kind of got a little bit lost. It kind of faltered at the end, just a little bit.
This time we got Suicide Squad by Warner Brothers and DC. The good parts were it's a decent like group of people. Like they picked some good characters and it's got a rather decent storyline.
The cast is literally the only good thing about these movies.
Yeah, well, I mean, I really appreciated some of the setup that they did for Justice League, like with the after credits scene and some of the after like some of the stuff during it. Yeah, the cameos.
But they had some great song choices.
Yes, the soundtrack is fantastic.
This suffers the same thing as Batman vs Superman. You can tell like they ripped the script apart in the editing room. So there's just not much to it.
As for bad parts, my biggest problem is it's such a big villain that's posing this giant threat to the world. This could take out the entire world, and you call together a group of villains that can barely function as a team. Call the Flash, call Green Lantern. There's a million superheroes in this universe.
Why
Yeah.
would they call them?
There's a million superheroes in this universe that could take the Enchantress down in 5 seconds. These guys take like 15 minutes to do it in a very boring final climax scene.
Captain America doesn't fight the Dark Elves.
Yeah.
Thor doesn't fight
Exactly.
Robert Redford in the Captain America sequel. Why are common street thugs fighting an ancient deity? At this time, I would like to announce that I am not a high school student.
I would suggest you see it, but don't have too many expectations for it.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
I saw 9 Lives. There was a moment in the movie where Kevin Spacey and Christopher Walken, they meet each other for the first time. And I looked into their eyes and I saw they both knew what they were in. But they didn't argue. They didn't try to fight back. And they aren't doing that. They never fight back in the movie. They aren't fighting back against the companies that make this happen. They don't even care. They've given up. They're just in it for the money. This movie was made for like 30 million. I can see how they would do it, but why'd they do it? That's the question. Why would they do it? Why would they do it? Christopher Walken had a great career. Deserves so many awards. Kevin Spacey, House of Cards. When I'm looking on his career, I'm going to see Horrible Bosses, House of Cards, 9 Lives. They didn't even fight back.
And we're back with Brandy. So, what are some films or TV programs that inspired you to get into the medium?
So what inspired me when I was young was, again, I was really moved by being able to help people and give people a voice. So any talk show was like right up my alley, which I know doesn't sound as fun as you may want it to be, but talk shows were huge for me, and just like feel-good news pieces were huge for me when I was growing up. Like Oprah Winfrey was huge for me. To watch some of the things that she was doing through TV was very inspirational for me. I know, not a fun answer. Sorry. That's who that's who I am. I just, I'm moved by being able to help people.
So is there a particular TV show or studio or actor that you'd like to work with besides BCAT?
Sure. That's a hard question. Let me, can I just go with a celebrity in general?
Yeah.
I would love to do work with Michelle Obama. That would be, she does a lot of things that's really in alignment with what I believe in. So if I ever had an opportunity to work directly with Michelle Obama, I would jump on that in 2 seconds.
Now I understand something you do every summer is on Memorial Day. You have a wing off?
Whoa, you've done some digging. All right. Yes, I do. I have a wing off every year.
So what is that?
All right. So what happened was 8 years ago, I was working at a college, and my buddy and I lived on campus, and we worked there as well. And our wives lived with us as well. So we would have a cook-off every Sunday, and our wives would vote on who could cook better. So I was getting sick of just doing that over and over again. So I was like, let's invite some friends over and let's make some wings and let them vote on whose wings are better. And from there, we decided to actually have a wing event. And we had 8 people the first year into wings. And then the second year, we held, I moved off campus and I bought a house, and we had 32 people there. We had 32 wings, I should say. 50 people, 32 wings. And then after that, it just kept growing. So now, we all have kids and stuff. So now, it's at my house, and we had 70 people this year. We had like a bounce house. We rent tables. We had 30 entries. Like we got different categories. We have 9 awards that we give out. It's a lot of fun. And so people just make wings, and then you vote on them. There's a scoring system. I'm actually looking to make an app next year so that people can actually vote on the wings right on their cell phone. But I don't know, their phones might get greasy or something. I don't care. I think it'd be a lot easier than writing down everything.
Yeah.
But it's just a lot of fun. It's just something that developed into a little friendly competition with one of my best friends into, who knew, a 70-person event.
Now, do you videotape these events?
There may be some footage of these events. Yes, we do. Because we do a pretty big promotional push every year on Facebook in our secret group.
That's really cool. What else have you done this summer?
This summer, I took my first cruise ever. I went on a vacation where I went to go visit my sister. She lives in Florida. I hung out with her for a little bit, and then I did some work at Disney World for 3 days, and then my wife flew down, and my crew flew out, my wife flew down, and then my wife and I went down to Miami and did a cruise, weekend getaway to the Bahamas, and that was a lot of fun. I've never done that before. And then I'm going hiking next weekend. So I do a lot of hiking, so it'll be nice to get out in the woods finally.
Nature photography and videography is also really cool. Do you do any of that kind of stuff when you go hiking?
I don't. I used to. Not anymore. I used to produce some videos. Actually, every year, if you're in my family, you used to get a DVD from me called Soundscapes, and I would videotape all of my nature walks for people or my hikes, and that would be their Christmas or holiday gift, I should say. That would be their holiday gift every year.
That's pretty cool.
Not anymore, though.
The legend will live on.
Right.
Now, last month, Flynn Reardon and I headed down to the rec department baseball field to catch some of the Burlington Rotary Club's Special Olympics. Grab your peanuts and Cracker Jacks and let's roll the clip. Now, we know you've all been hanging on your edge of your seat for this, since our last special ended. Well, sit back and relax, because it's finally here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the conclusion to our summer short, The Back to School Bounty Hunter. Take it away.
You're in school, dude. The bounty hunter must have catched you just like he did with all of us. You're stuck here until the last bell rings.
Might as well say goodbye to your summer.
No! I refuse to admit defeat! This summer ain't over till I say it's over. Steve and Clark are probably gonna defeat that bounty hunter anyways.
I can't believe they got Bruce. It's only a matter of time before he gets us too.
No way, man.
We lost that lunatic. We're perfectly hidden. We're going to live to see another day of summer vacation.
Hey, what happened to that kid?
Oh, the gun has some weird side effects on him.
Yeah.
You boys touched the tip of the hot glue gun. You want to run from me? Fine. No hall pass, no mercy.
As long as we stick together, nothing can defeat us. Every man for himself. Ow.
Gold star for bravery, but I'm still taking you in.
No, you know what? I'm excited to go back to school. And I'll do it on my own choice. Because I'm excited to see all my friends, further myself in education, and better myself through curricular activities. School isn't a prison, it's a privilege.
Yeah, well, that's real cute, Schoolhouse Rock, but I'm still taking you down. 3-ring binders. He's discovered the antidote.
And now I will defeat you through the powers of learning.
All right. Study hall's over. It's test-taking time. Scholastic news. I knew I should have taken that job in home ec.
You have done well, my son. Even though me and your mom wanted a girl, we got you, and we were disappointed. You have done well, my son, even though you could have done better. But I appreciate the effort. But to be honest, we didn't want you. We wanted to sell give you up for adoption. So sell you. But we didn't, because I had faith in you and your baby blues.
I must have hit my head harder than I thought.
That was fantastic. Great job, everyone. Now to close our program, we have the premiere of an all-new music video brought to you by our own James Hurley. Thank you all for watching, thank you Brandy, and enjoy the rest of your summer. And also, stay tuned to BCAT. Speak of the Devils will be back this fall. Ole!
Come on!
Hey! Hey there!
How's it going?
Yeah, say goodbye to your summer.
No, I refuse to admit defeat. Summer ain't over till we say it's over.
Okay.
Why won't he go down?
Avenge me! Whoa.
Okay. As long as we stick together, nothing can defeat us. Every man for himself.
Out!
Got him.
Hey!